Yeah. Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Pour Modelo, lit cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Pour Modelo, lit cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Pour Modelo, lit cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Hey, boy, Wild Card Mar is back in the building. Thank you for watching, subscribing, the support over at I.O.W. Sports Network. Yeah, man. How did y'all like that debate tonight? Boy, how'd y'all like that debate tonight? Oh, Lord, our country is in trouble. Oh, man. Our country is in trouble depending on who you are voting for. I don't think it really matters. But here's what matters. Go vote for your aldermans, your councilmen's or women's. Vote for your governors, your mayors, your Senate seats. Vote for that. This presidency shit. Boy, Lord. Why do I feel like every year is like a lesser of two evils? Anyway, this is a sports show. I don't do politics. And that shit show you saw tonight is the reason why I don't. That is the reason why I don't. Lord, that is the reason why I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna revisit my top 5 hot seat coaches list. We're gonna take another look at it. Talk about it. Kind of break it down. See and just give a quick update. See how those coaches are doing. We'll also I haven't done a power rankings never. I used to do one where okay, so this is my first ever I.O.W. Sports Wildcard Mars top 10 NFL power rankings. I'm not gonna do all 32 teams because why do I need to? We know who 32 and 31 is. It's a toss-up between the Panthers and the Giants. So both those teams suck. So I'm not gonna go through all the trash-ass, sucky-ass teams to get to the better teams. I'm just gonna do top 10. But I need to start right here because I need to debt this. All right. This is the last time, absolutely last time I will be talking about the Tyreek Hill situation. All right. How I felt about it yesterday, I haven't changed my mind about it today. All right. I made it loud and clear that Tyreek, he should have been more. I wouldn't have had the window up. That's just me. Just how I was taught by my dad. You make sure you keep the window down and you always yes sir, no sir. He was mouthy. That's very apparent. He was mouthy. All right, point blank period. But at the end of the day, that doesn't absolve that behavior for the cops to physically and be so aggressive like that. That doesn't. What threat did Tyreek pose to those cops? What threat? Let's be honest. All right. I know many of cop friends, and I talked to them about this because I needed a law enforcement perspective on this situation. They said, yeah, he's a mouthy son of a bitch, but it didn't require that type of regression in dragging them out the car, throwing them on the ground, yoking them, put them in a chokehold and all that shit. So two things can be right at the same time, folks. Tyreek was being very mouthy. I wouldn't have had the window up. I'd have kept it down because my thing is every time I got pulled over, I don't want to give the cop any reason to feel like their life is threatened. Because my objective is to get home. All right. I got 3 beautiful daughters. I got a wife. I got an old ass raggedy dog that's still kicking somehow. And I have a loving father, a loving mother. I have the world's best sister. I have many aunties, uncles, cousins, and many of friends and family that give a fuck about me. And I'm trying to get home. And I'm trying to be alive. I also need to say this. Just comply, motherfuckers. Y'all shut the fuck up. All right. All right. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because there's many instances where people do comply and they still get treated the same way Tyreek Hill did, or even worse. Comply doesn't always keep you safe. All right. I'm just being so real about that. And that is the damn truth. All right. For those who always say, oh, I've complied and I've had no issues. Congratulations. You are very fortunate you never had to deal with the bad side of a cop interaction. Good for you. You're the lucky people. Hope you're not on the other side. Because not everybody's experience is the same. It ain't. All right. I never once made this about race. I never will. All I'm saying is that other people's encounters with police are not the same. And as I said that, I said other people's encounters are not the same. I never once entered race into this situation at all. All right? Not once. I refuse to put a race into this because I saw a lot of the footage, and you got Hispanic police pulling over the black man. Reason why I never entered race in this is because I just think there's a disconnect between citizens and police, period. All right. And sometimes it goes bad. All right. It just does. I'm not going to get into the statistics or who it happens to more or not. I just think it shouldn't happen, period. It shouldn't happen to nobody. All right? It shouldn't happen to nobody. But I mean, really keeping it. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, me personally, I'm doing my best to not be in those type of situations. And I've had some bad encounters with police, complied. Still didn't save me from having my face put on the hood of the car. Handcuffs on me. Still ain't stopped that. So that's why I'm all you always comply people. Yeah, okay. Complying don't always keep you safe. Point blank, period. I also feel like just as a country, shit like this always divides us, and it's crazy. And I hate that this situation with Tyreek is overshadowing the actual people, the everyday citizens who might not make it back or getting beat up by police. Tyreek's situation is overshadowing some real injustices that is happening in America. Just saying. Just saying. But I'm just, it's gonna be my last time talking about it because I think it's enough divisiveness in America. Tyreek was being a shithead, but at the end of the day, it doesn't absolve the police for behaving like that. Police are they're supposed to be trained to de-escalate. There was no de-escalation at all used in that situation. I don't care what nobody said. Can't convince me otherwise. Because those same law enforcement people that I talked to, they said I wouldn't have gone that far with how they did that. Because they agreed with me. Tyreek Hill did not pose any threat to them or their lives. I can understand if the police felt like, oh, this guy has a weapon, a knife, a gun, or something. My life is in danger. I understand getting to that elevated level of aggression. I truly understand that. This dude is 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", $175 soaking wet. All them dudes was 6'3" and 220 plus. Ain't no threat to you. Tyreek wasn't no threat to you. Not at all. Tyreek gotta look. Yes, does he need to handle that situation? I've admitted it yesterday, and I admitted it today. You can't be mouthy like that. Thought you was gonna get the special celebrity treatment and get out. You was being mouthy. You was being mouthy. At the end of the day, I still cannot allow that to justify the excessive force and aggression. I still can't. I mean, here's what I always say. If you don't condone that behavior or that type of excessive aggression and anger from a normal citizen, do not try to justify it just because a joker got a badge and a gun when their lives are not in any type of threat or danger. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy. We can't change the goalposts because of an occupation. At the end of the day, that is a job. That is an occupation. I mean, yeah, man. I'm not talking about this shit no more because I'm fed up about it. I'm irritated that it's still it's another thing to divide our country once again because people can't have an open dialogue. Two things can be right at the same time, folks. Both parties were wrong in this situation. But Tyreek Hill's behavior does not warrant that excessive aggression. All right, that's it. I'm not talking about it no more. I didn't had enough arguments on social media with that shit today. I'm done with it. I am absolutely done. Let's talk sports, y'all. Let's talk sports. Like I said, we're going to revisit my top 5 coaches hot seat list and kind of after week 1, and we'll do this every Tuesday. We'll try to revisit how the teams did and revisit how how we think they're doing. All right. So this was about a couple of weeks ago that I did this top 5. It was right before a preseason had ended. And let's talk about it, right? Let's have a very open discussion about where do you see these top 5 coaches on their hot seat list. And I started with number 5, Dennis Allen, and this is why. Let's get back to this list. Number 5, Dennis Allen of the New Orleans Saints to be the coach that's on the. Why would you have him on the hot seat? Let me get my mic work. All right, we back. Why would you have him on the hot seat? Well, I'll tell you why. Because this dude is coaching a team that's possibly in the worst division of all of football. He's in the NFC South. We're talking about the Buccaneers, talking about the Saints, Panthers, Falcons. And that team that division has not been good. You're gonna like, well, Mario, he went 9-8 last year. He's over 500, 7-10 his first year as head coach. Okay, well, let me say this. The guy was part of the staff with Sean Payton that had 15 years. For the most part, they had some down 7 and couple of 7-9 seasons in there. They got they're getting double-digit wins. My man Italy Jet, shout out my man Italy Jet. Y'all tap in with his content. Happy birthday, my brother. The reason why I got Dennis Allen as number 5 is because I know it's only 2 years. Your defense is legit. Y'all make the moves to get defense, but here's the problem, y'all. I don't know what's up with your offense. Can't find a quarterback. Don't sit here and try to sell me that Derek Carr is the quarterback that's going to get y'all to win in the division. He should. He should line up that division. Bryce Young, second year. He's on a bad team. Horrible team. Panthers are trash.
Yeah, they are.
That offensive line couldn't protect nothing. Talking about Swiss cheese? That's what that offensive line looks like. I don't know why you can't sweep them.
It's funny I said that because the Panthers' offensive line is still trash. They still bad, man. They still bad. So right there, I had Dennis Allen, number 5. New Orleans on my top 5 hot seat list. So how's he doing after week 1? If you ask me, hey, you put up a lot of points. Good for you. Your defense showed up. They showed a lot of promise. They dominated. They did. And you did all that against the Carolina Panthers. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Beating the Panthers does not save your job, sir. In my opinion, are you still in the hot seat? You damn right you are. You damn right you are. You are still on the hot seat. But I'll give you the credit. You started off this season 1-0. You get the division win, which is always great to do. You got to win in your division. Good for you. But how long is it going to last? You got a true test this upcoming week. You got a 1 o'clock game, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time game with the Dallas Cowboys. You already know what's going to go on with that. All right. You want to really save your job, Dennis Allen? Beat the big boys. And right now, the Dallas Cowboys are one of the big boys of the NFL. They're not one of the top boys. Not 1 or 2, but top 10. They're definitely in my top 10 teams after 1 week. It's 1 week, guys. So, I'm trying to take into account that it's still early. Some of this is still based off of how the teams looked in that week 1 game and, how they've looked overall recently in last year as well. So I still think Dennis Allen is still on the hot seat. I can't let you beating up the JV team of the NFL and the Carolina Panthers as a reason to keep you around. All right? I'm just saying. I need you to beat the Cowboys. I need you to beat the better, quote unquote, upper echelon teams. You know what I'm saying? I can't respect being the Panthers because look at your next few games. You got Cowboys this week. You got Eagles after that. That'll be a formidable challenge, and then you got 2 more division games: Buccaneers and Falcons. Or Falcons, Buccaneers, in that order. So Cowboys, Eagles, Falcons, Buccaneers, all 4 teams that you're playing in those next 4 weeks are definitely going to be tough. None of those games are gimmies. None of them. Okay? None of those games are gimmies.
I need to see what you're going to do in stretches like that. I need to see what you're going to do when you have stretches against the more upper echelon teams. Because past that, you got the Chargers. Come on now. That's a winnable game. You got the Panthers again, a winnable game. Falcons after that. So, you got your 2 matchups with the Falcons right before it even hits, mid-November. Then you got the Browns. Obviously, I think the Browns are a good team. They just didn't have a good showing on Sunday. Just quite honest. Rams, they're dealing with a lot of injuries. You got the Giants. You got the Commanders on this roster, on the schedule. Packers, Raiders, Buccaneers. At some point in there, you got to face the Chiefs. The Saints have a very winnable schedule. But these next 4 games, to me, is really the thick of their tough part of the schedule. If they can't manage that, like, what are we talking about? Why would I keep Dennis Allen if he can't manage through the tough times and only thing you're doing is beating up on the shitty-ass teams? I've already said you're already hot. I can't move you up or down on the list, but I think you're still hot, bro. So, just saying, let's kind of keep this thing going. I know on that last show, I got a little chatty Cathy about my list, but we're going to keep it moving. All right. So, let's see what from that. All right. Number 4, my number 4 coach, who I believe should be on the hot seat. I have him on the hot seat is because now you're going into year 4. All right. Right. And here's my thing. If you look at the history of recent, I'm going to go recent history. All right. I'm going to go recent history. They gave Todd Bowles 4 years. He at least had 1 winning season out of his 4 seasons. At a 10-6 season. All right. So with Robert Saleh going into his 4th year, this is what the Jets have done: 4-13, 7-10, 7-10. 0 for 3. 0 for 3 is winning seasons. Hey. Yeah. I'll put Robert Saleh on my hot seat list. Yeah. Because just like happened leading up to this NFL season, just like going into the Monday night game, we got all these Jets people, whether they have a big platform or a small platform, talking about, oh, this is the most talented New York Jets football team I've ever seen. We don't need Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick was sitting back at the crib like, y'all sure y'all don't need me? Y'all said y'all had a Super Bowl caliber defense with or without me. Y'all sure y'all don't need me? Huh? You sure? Look, Aaron Rodgers, I thought he actually had a solid game. I just think there was a couple of plays in that game where the wide receivers did not help him out. Some drop passes or bad routes. The tip interception, I don't know where you place blame on that. The ball got tipped. Other defender got it. I don't know if that was bad football placement or wide receiver didn't fight enough for it. I don't know. I don't know where you put blame on it. It goes out of interception, whatever. But let's not act like Aaron Rodgers didn't have some flashes of old school Aaron Rodgers. All right. Remember, they gave him that free play. That is Aaron Rodgers' bread and butter. Give me a free play. I'm going to make you pay. 36-yard dime straight to Alan Lazard right down the seam. That's vintage Aaron Rodgers. So there's flashes of good Aaron Rodgers still there. Now, at the same breath of that, him trying to escape out of some of those sacks, that looks like 40-year-old coming off an Achilles heel Aaron Rodgers. It looked like he was stuck in cement. Slow as a snail. I was told that they improved the offensive line. Granted, it's a good San Francisco 49ers defense. Okay. But still, I've been told that the Jets can compete for a Super Bowl. So you're going up against a Super Bowl caliber team. You're going up against a Super Bowl caliber team. They blew you out the water. Your defense, who was quote unquote Super Bowl caliber defense. What on Madden? Pop Warner? NCAA 25? I don't know. That didn't look like a NFL Super Bowl caliber defense against a Super Bowl caliber team. Missing one of their best offensive weapons. It didn't even matter. Some undrafted guy ran up and down up on you. Didn't even matter. I don't think you need footage to tackle somebody. Do you? Just saying. Is that seat still hot for Robert Saleh? Yeah, damn right it is. Your calling card is defense, and your defense looked like straight dookie. It was putrid. It was trash. You supposed to be the defense guy. What are we talking about? That showing did not help Robert Saleh and the Jets at all. Your hot seat's still hot. I can't take you off this list. I can't do it. I can't do it. So hey, I'm just calling it like it is, y'all. How my eyes see it. Anyway, let's keep this thing moving. Who'd I have in 3? Let her take those kind of picks. Not you. Not you. But yeah, I'm going Robert Saleh, number 4. Let's move on. Number 3, Sean McDermott of the Buffalo Bills. I get it. He's been the coach since 2017. I get it. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of his 7 seasons. He's had a over 500 record. The last 5, double-digit wins. Obviously, lost in the. All right, and I know I said a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not trying to be too, rely on this videotape to get through the show. I'm just trying to paint the picture on why I got these guys on my hot seat list. And I got Sean McDermott at number 3. Okay, just kind of taking a look at what the Bills did. You got a victory. You did. You get a win. Yeah. But if I dock Dennis Allen for beating the Panthers, I gotta dock you for beating the Cardinals. And which, by the way, the Cardinals had a majority of the lead in this game. And it literally took a Herculean Superman performance from Josh Allen to win that game. It did. I can't take him off the list. If anything, I could probably move him closer to 5, but he's still on the list. I can't reward a guy for beating up on one of the most lousiest teams in the NFL. Now, granted, I saw Arizona put up a fight. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Arizona is a crappy, scrappy team. They're scrappy. They're still crappy. For some reason, you give Marvin Harrison Jr.'s, I think, 3 targets. Huh? You find a way to get him the football by any means necessary. You find a way to get Marvin Harrison Jr. the football. You draw it up some way, somehow. So not only did the Cardinals coach let the Bills off the hook, well, I just got to be real about the Bills. Who else is going to step up and help carry the load for Josh Allen? Because right now, after one game, it literally took him to be Superman Hercules to win that game. Just being honest. I got the NFL app. I'm watching all these games, y'all. I'm not spewing shit out of hate. I'm not spewing stuff out of jealousy or anything. No, I'm going based off of what I saw. The Bills did not look good. Defense is old. No explosive players. I mean, Josh Allen he's an explosive athlete. But what happens when he goes up against a defense that's going to be able to take all your passing threats away? They're not scared of your tight ends. They can cover them. They cover that very pedestrian wide receiver room you got. What is Josh Allen going to be durable enough to play all 17 games, being Superman, being Clark Kent, being Hercules? You're gonna need games like that from that dude 17 more times or 16 more times for the rest of the season. Is he gonna be able to hold up? Matter of fact, I heard he did get hurt. Finished the rest of the game. But now he got a quick turnaround. He got a Thursday night game. Are you going to rest him? No. That would be silly. He's your best chance to win. You sit him, you have zero chance to win. This man might not make it through the whole season because he's going to get beat up because he's going to throw his body around, doing them rushes. Oh, my big body could take the bruising and the hitting. No, that shit adds up. Go ask Cam Newton. How all them hits add up to a big body. They may not look like it don't hurt, but damn it, they add the hell up. Taking abuse after abuse after abuse. You don't add up. Excuse me. Ugh. I know, because I'm starting a little bit later than I was supposed to, but hey, I had to play daddy tonight, all right? So there, Sean McDermott is still on the list. I would probably move him closer to 5 if I have to re-rank this, and probably put Robert Salah at 3 and Dennis Allen at 4. But yeah, he's not absolved. He's not off the list. Not quite yet. The only way that he could get off my list is that guy will literally have to me, honestly, win the Super Bowl. Because I think enough has been enough with that guy. And not getting the job done. But let's look who I got.
It should be no surprise. It should be no surprise who my number 2 coach is. That's right, Mike McCarthy, Dallas Cowboys. This one is probably the most self-explanatory one of all of them. Because damn it, we can't keep real football fans and who ain't Cowboys fans know that y'all should have never hired this man. Let's be honest about the Cowboys coaching position in a whole. And it's not Mike McCarthy's fault. We know what the Met is, the owner. The Met.
Yeah, the Metler. As if he's like some NFL villain. The Metler. Like he's the Riddler or some shit. Sometimes I crack myself with the shit I say. But look. I think it's fair after week 1 that if I was to re-rank this, I would probably move those names down. Mike McCarthy would probably go to 5. Sean McDermott will go 4. Dennis Allen 3, and Robert Salah 2. As much as I dislike the Cowboys, let me rephrase that. As much as I dislike your annoying, nauseating, get on my damn nerves, boisterous, nonsensical, logical, very delusional ass fan base of yours that get on my damn nerves every damn year. Hey, we them boys, we making noise, we going to the Super Bowl. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit. I will say this. 2 things. I was completely shocked that before the game they did sign Dak to that crazy ass contract because we've seen this guy come up short every year in the playoff times. Can't get past that divisional round. It's not all on him. But when you are the quarterback, you get the praise, you get the blame. Nature of the beast. And there are some times where he just doesn't perform well in the playoffs or big pressure games sometimes, and it matters most. So that you can't act like that doesn't happen. There are some moments where he does. My thing is you get a mixed bag with that. There's going to be some times where he looks elite, and there's sometimes he looks very pedestrian. I just think that's the fact. I just really think it is. But I will absolve Mike McCarthy right now. Is he still on the list? Yeah. But I will put him at 5 to rearrange it just because that was an impressive win over a team that plays great defense at home more than they do on the road. And I just think that's fair because the expectations for the Cowboys is not just to get to the playoffs, it's to get to the NFC Championship, it's to get to Super Bowls. And with Mike McCarthy, he can't get past the second round. I'm not making that up. I mean, you guys got 2 eyes. You guys got Google. You can see how far they have gone under Mike McCarthy, where they're having some of the best defenses when Dan Quinn was there as a DC, when they're having some of the best offensive putouts, scoring wise and yardage wise, year in and year out, regardless of whoever their offensive coordinator is, whether it was Kellen Moore or whoever it is now. So we can't act like that the Cowboys have been living up to expectations since Mike McCarthy has been there. No, they haven't. All right. I can't take them off this list. I can move them closer to 5 because, yeah, I would. I just have to. And honestly, I won't play the clip, but I had Nick Sirianni, my number 1. Here's the thing with Nick Sirianni. I don't know if Jalen Hurts was trying to get this man fired, because that man should have had a shit ton of interceptions against the Packers down in Brazil. Should have had a shit ton. I don't know what he was thinking of some of those throws. I was like, damn, is this man is he selling? Is he trying to get Sirianni fired? I'm just saying it kind of seemed that way. Because your man was just doing some wild stuff with all the interceptions, and I thought this was wild, bro. I'm like, damn, Jalen Hurts, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you are out of control right now. I didn't understand some of those throws that Jalen Hurts was doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, was this man selling? Like, golly. I mean, if so, then by all means. Then you must not really like Sirianni. If that's the case, by all means, do what you got to do. But I'm still keeping Sirianni at my 1. Let them boys don't make the playoffs. Matter of fact, let that defense keep performing like they did in week 1. They ain't got to worry about nothing. They'll be cleaning out your locker by the end of the season because that defense was looking, whoa, Swiss cheese, baby. Swiss cheese. I was told that the Eagles had addressed their secondary issues. I was told by many of football, quote unquote, experts that, hey, man, we made these certain moves to pick up this guy, draft that guy. You're going to see a new improved secondary on this Eagles defense. Okay. Didn't look like it. Y'all boys couldn't do nothing. With oh man, what was that Packers wide receiver? He kept torching y'all. He was killing y'all. I gotta look it up. He was absolutely torching that secondary. I mean, it could do no wrong. Obviously couldn't. I mean, my goodness. I gotta find his name. Jayden Reed. Yeah, there it is. Jayden Reed torching y'all. absolutely killing y'all. And then there was a point in time in the game where they had Josh Jacobs under wraps, but he was starting to get off. I know he finished with 16 carries, 84 yards. That's still almost 5.5 yards a clip. So there was a point in time when Josh Jacobs was starting to grow. So what was supposed to be your calling card and be your better side of the football was the defensive side. You still got some flaws up there on that joint. I don't think you can stop anybody on the back end. That secondary is still dookie. I don't care who y'all brought in as free agents and drafted. They ain't helped y'all in Brazil. They didn't help y'all at all in Brazil. Just saying. You know, Saquon has a wonderful debut. Boy, Giants fans, y'all gotta be kicking yourselves in the ass watching that shit. They gotta make you sick to your stomach, I bet. Well, no, blame your management. Blame them. And they let him test free agency. I don't understand that. How do you even let Saquon Barkley test free agency? You know what the talent he possesses. You know what he can do to aid your quarterback, whatever he is. I mean, we saw the numbers with Saquon by his side. We just saw a small sample size on what he looks like without Saquon. Woo! Ugh. Like pushing teeth. Ugh. Like that's disgusting. Ugh. So I give Nick Sirianni still number one on my hot seat. He's got to win the NFC Championship and make it to the Super Bowl. I just think so. You had that bad collapse last year. That was not conducive to help keeping your job. Just saying, pimp. Better take care of business, especially over the next few weeks. You got yourself a little tough situation for the next few weeks. Got to be on your 8 game. All right. So if I was to re-rank this top 5 list, I would go Mike McCarthy 5, Sean McDermott 4, Dennis Allen 3, Robert Salah 2, and I'm keeping Mike McCarthy at 1 as in my top 5 NFL coaches hot seat list that I made a couple of weeks ago. You want the full episode, just go over to I.O.W Sports Network YouTube channel and check that out. But here we are, y'all. My power 10, my top 10 power rankings for NFL after a week 1. Number 10. Look, I know the Ravens lost. I know they lost. But man, what a magician Lamar Jackson is, the way he gets out of certain sacks, certain bad predicaments and things like that. Got the Ravens at 10. Offense, they got to get it together. Offensive line was a little bit shaky. Bearing that it was also Chris Jones was wreaking havoc in that game. They couldn't block him. He was unblockable, literally. Ravens hung in tough with one of the top teams in the NFL. Could have won it had your big toe been just a little bit smaller. Internet is wild. I saw somebody drop the meme said if they had Deion Sanders' toes, they would have stayed in bounds. I guess. Hey, I'm telling y'all, look up the picture of prime time Deion Sanders' foot right now after it's got amputated, and tell me that wouldn't make you laugh. I'm not making fun of Deion's situation. I'm just talking about the internet is wild for them to make that comparison. So I got the Ravens at 10. Oh, that's funny. Number 9. Nueve. Pittsburgh Steelers. how should I put this? The Pittsburgh Steelers are still trying to find their quarterback. So obviously, Justin Fields played against Atlanta. A quote unquote calf strain with Russ. And he's probably going to be I know, right? Shout out to my man Omar. Y'all tap in with Ball and Buzz Sports and Entertainment. So it looks like they're going to start preparing for Justin Fields to start. Here's my thing. Just go ahead and make Justin Fields the starter. If he's already played week 1, probably he's going to play week 2. Make him the starter. Make Russ your backup and just kill any type of noise and just make it clear that, hey, Justin will be the starter. Russ will be the backup. Further notice if I have to swap, then do that. Because let's be honest. First of all, Justin is on his rookie deal. You're not paying him out the wazoo. Although you still have to figure out if you're going to pick up that 5th-year option sooner or later. And of course, because all the money that was thrown away by the different Broncos and it was guaranteed money still left on the table, Russell Wilson signed a very frugal deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So having him on the bench doesn't hurt you, even cap-wise. It doesn't. I don't think it matters who's at quarterback. I think it don't. My only drawback to the Pittsburgh Steelers is, are you going to be able to score enough points? I'm just being honest. Because fact of the matter is, you got George Pickens. He's your number 1 receiver. He's probably pretty much your only receiver. I'm just being honest. Y'all go look at the roster. You gonna tell me if there's a receiving threat that scares you. I'll wait. Najee Harris, I like the fella because I love his personality. He has a very infectious type of personality. But my goodness, I don't know if his vision is bad or the O-line is bad. I don't know who's to blame for this in Pittsburgh. Because the O-line is, it's all right. And my expectations for, for Najee is like at some point in time, bro, like you should be talked about like you at least top 10. I don't know if I can put him in my top 10 running back list right now. I'm just being honest. I don't know. I mean, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. If you're feeling different, definitely jump in the comments and let me know. I just think Najee Harris in that offense is very limited. There's not a lot going on, explosiveness. There's not enough dynamic playmakers on that offense. And your O-line is average at best. It's not a great offensive line. It's okay. We'll keep an eye on them. They're all right. They're boring. But the reason why they're on my list is that damn defense, boy. Boy, TJ Watt is still a fucking problem, bro. Single-handedly probably won that game for Pittsburgh against Atlanta. I mean, I know it wasn't all him. It's a team effort, but good Lord. Was all over that damn team. He was wearing, he was so quick off the line that he timed it perfect that the rest felt he was so quick that they was like, yo, he had to been offsides. Look at the replay. He timed it perfect. Great player, man. We can't forget that they still got other great players on that team, like Cam Haywood, Alex Hightower. Hell, they got one of the better safeties than Mika Fitzpatrick back there. Well, for me, it all starts and ends with TJ Watt. If he stays healthy, man, shit. Pittsburgh Steelers might move up on this list, but you got to find some offense. Number 8, Eagles. I got the Eagles there. definitely give Saquon Barkley his flowers. He showed up. He showed out. Couple of players on the offensive side. Saquon Barkley obviously did his thing. AJ Brown, man, killing that Packers secondary. Devontae Smith chipped in. Dallas Goedert had a couple of catches. I just need Ben Hurts to play football, free, lose. Some of those interceptions that he threw in that game, I thought he was trying to do too much. I'm like, oh, bro, relax, calm down. But I got the Eagles at 8. And the only knock I got against him is, damn it, that if your secondary can't stop nothing, you're gonna be in shootouts all week. And you can't keep relying on outside sources or just to derail what you got going on. I just gotta get better. Gotta get better on that secondary. Goodness gracious. If you think Jayden Reed cooked you, wait till you go up against these other teams that got and low key, the Packers actually do got a great wide receiver room, but you don't want to be playing these other teams. You don't want to be playing the Texans or the Chiefs with a pissing ass secondary. Turn your ass to grilled cheese, Swiss cheese, boys. Just saying. Where am I at? Number 7. I almost had the Eagles there in this team swap, but I went ahead and put the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, at number 7. I think we owe Baker Mayfield an apology. Nope. I am not going to apologize to Baker. Nope. Let me rephrase that. Cleveland Browns, you owe Baker Mayfield an apology. Yes, you, not me. I ain't owing him nothing. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on Baker Mayfield. He can't put 2 consecutive seasons of good football together back to back. I'm waiting for the collapse to happen, but as of right now, he did look good on Sunday. And ever since he's left Cleveland, he's looking better than the guy you replaced him for, Mr. Cosby. Deshaun Watson. So, yeah. Look at that contract again that you gave Deshaun. That's looking real crazier and silly as the day go by. And yet another allegation was added on to that. Whoop! You, Cleveland Browns, owe Baker Mayfield an apology. I ain't on him shit. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. But no, Baker did look good. He's having this great connection with Mike Evans. Mike Evans caught two touchdown passes. Still got some of those pieces over there on defense that are kind of left hanging on from that Super Bowl team. Obviously, Antoine Winfield Jr. isn't going nowhere. You definitely got him lurking in your secondary. Still got Levante David at linebacker. Still got Vita Vea up front. So you still got still got solid players still in place when it matters most, and especially on their defense. So I got the Buccaneers at 7. Number 6, the Miami Dolphins. Yes, D-line looked a lot better. Great play by Holland to knock that ball out of Travis Etienne's arms as he was about to go in the end zone. That was a 14-point swing. Next play later, Tyreek does the bomb, the 80-yard bomb. So that was literally a 14-point swing thanks to that strip sack. Not strip sack, but stripping forced fumble of Travis Etienne. So I thought the Dolphins, slow start on offense. They pretty much used some explosive plays to kind of wake the whole stadium up and whatnot. But no, it looked the Dolphins look like they're going to be able not only compete in the AFC, but they got to prove that they can beat over 500 teams this year. Is what was one of their problems and things that they let last year. And that also goes for this next team, number 5, the Dolphins. Not the Dolphins, I'm tripping. The Cowboys. It's only me. The reason why I got the Cowboys here is because once you hear who I have at 4-3-2-1, they are not better than them. Just being honest. Yeah, that got paid and he gave you a pedestrian game. He said, yeah, this is what $60 million a year is going to get you. Pedestrian ass shit. Don't get me wrong, there was a couple of good throws that Dak had in there. The throw that he had for the touchdown from Brandon Cooks. A good read on the defense in that. Did a great job of finishing that. Cool, bravo. But there were some times that that offense of the Cowboys stalled, was looking rusty, and just damn, this might bomb. So much pressure on the Cowboys to win this year, is it not? You got potentially players' foot is on their line. You got owners being crazy, talking reckless to the media, playing guess who I'm going to sign, trying to get everybody freaking out of who's going to be able to re-sign with the Cowboys. Hey man, it was CeeDee Lamb, some Brisket, Nate, and some what's his name? Michael Parsons. So three of them dudes wanted some checks. 2 of them got it. Shout out to my man Omar. He said that he would pay all 3. It looks like Jerry might end up paying all 3. I was shocked by that contract. I can't even lie. I was 100% shocked about that contract. Who do we go to? Number 4. Yep. The Cowboys cannot beat this team. It's Detroit Lions. Man, they look good. Jameson Williams. J-Mo. Played at Alabama. Wide receiver. He was a speedster. He had an ACL about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. Played some last year. Man, he looks electric. Damn, he looks electric. Woo! That's another dynamic to that offense. Boy, oh my goodness. Jameson Williams looks good. And I was silly enough to leave him on our fantasy bench. What the hell was I thinking? Okay, to be fair, I didn't know he's going to do all that. But he dropped about 30 points that I could have used in my damn fantasy points. Hey, man, fantasy is oh, my God. Damn it. Let me keep it moving. Because I keep talking about fantasy teams. I might end up crying on the damn show. I'll never win. No, Lions look good. Jared Goff, it's like the more and more he's around Dan Campbell, it's as if he has a certain amount of, I guess, belief, and he goes out and does his job and makes some beautiful throws when it matters. And I'm looking at Sean McVay like, you sure you could have done that with him? Like, at all? At all. I'm not saying he would have won the Super Bowl, but damn, like, you did also go to a Super Bowl with him. I kind of think Sean McVay gave up on Jared Goff too quick. And Dan Campbell said, well, shit, no worries. We'll show love and appreciate him out here in D-Town. And the 313, bump 3 world, 313. And they've been showing that man all kind of love down in Detroit. So he ain't going nowhere for the foreseeable future. So Lions at 4. Texans at 3. Texans look good, man. And they beat a very quality Indianapolis Colts team. Let's not fake the funk. That's just what it is, man. Texans look damn good. They look like they were a team that went all in this playoff race early in their system. because they went down and actually beat a competent Indianapolis Colts fans. We got to remember that the Colts almost knocked the Texans out of playoff contention last year if they would have completed just one throw. Just saying. Come on, man. I'm just being real. Texans look legit. A lot of tank top. That tank top don't fit you. Real talk. Number 3, yeah, Texans look legit. I'm just being real. Give them some credit about being a good Indianapolis Colts team. Stephon Diggs hasn't done Stephon Diggs crap yet. Caught 2 touchdown passes. So he's kind of been happy for a little bit. Been, let's groom his ego a little bit. But CJ Stroud looks like, and I said it before, I think he might be MVP this year. He's my candidate to win that. I'm still sticking by it. I still think that he's the guy to win it. And so far, so good for him. He played hellified football. Number 2, 49ers. Yes. No shock. It should be right here with the number 2, guys. The way that the 49ers completely shut all that Jets hype shit down in one game that quick and say, y'all shut the hell up. Y'all been a losing ass franchise for the majority of a lot of people's lives. Ain't nothing gonna change this year. I was told that they would have a Super Bowl caliber defense from all these Jets fans, and you got a no-name, undrafted guy, Jordan. I didn't forgot his last name already. Jordan. He was undrafted. Played at Auburn. Busted y'all up. Whooped y'all ass. Whooped y'all tail. I mean, my goodness. Is it the system? I mean, because it may be. Y'all remember when Mike Shanahan, when he was down in Denver, he had all types of running backs just come in and burst onto the scene because the system used to fit certain people. And he'd go in and man, I mean, I can go on and on of all the different types of running backs that played. Yeah, Jordan Mason. Sorry, my fault. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I be having this weed head, dog, so I be forgetting. Jordan Mason from G-Tech, but he looked like Marion Barber the way he was running through them damn tackles. Y'all remember Marion Barber, R.I.P. to Marion Barber, the way he was running through those Jets defenders last night. Did the damn thing. Jordan Mason. Shout out Jordan Mason. And I'm mad because I went to go pick him up on waivers last night and somebody beat me to that shit. Anyway, 49ers still the best team in the NFC conference until further notice. I thought they was going to look rusty because they had a couple of players not go through training camp. I thought Brandon Ayuk was going to get rusty. He had a little rust, had a couple of passes that he normally would have caught, and they went right through his breadbasket. I thought Trent Williams was going to be rusty. He just signed his deal and finally got into camp about a week ago, maybe, and he played just about every offensive snap. So I guess he was working out at the crib because he was in good shape. You don't be a left tackle out of shape and play all those snaps. So he did his thing. So we do this every year. We look for another NFC contender that is going to try to take the crown for the 49ers, and I'm having a hard time believing that any team in the NFC can take a beating and also dish it in the way that he can. So just saying, 49ers are still the dogs, still the champs, still the measuring stick for the NFC. And of course, number one, this is not biasy. Come on, I keeps it real. All right. If my team was playing like trash, they would be a little bit lower in this list. When they go out, win back-to-back Super Bowls, and they look flawless, okay, I'm capping right there. All myself. All right. They didn't look flawless. I will say this: they look more fluid than any other team in the NFL. But here's the thing: I think that there is a lack of killer instinct in Andy Reid. He refuses to put people in teams away. Refuses to. It drives me crazy. Thank you, Andy Reid, for what you've done for me. It's been hell. Hell is kind of ride. We had many ups and downs being a Chiefs fan with this team, seeing them do so much positivity things in the community, blah, 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 blah. It all sounds good, but damn it, stop bullshitting and put your foot on cats' throats and squeeze. Andy Reid has zero killer instinct. He left that Ravens team in that game, and it almost came and bought him right in the butt because Lamar Jackson refused to lose. Played on that, beat up body of his and managed to get. Come on, man. Chiefs should have lost that game because they were playing with their food. But they are number one because they are still the defending champs and they dominated. They dominated. That game should have been not even been close. It should have been a double-digit lead if the Chiefs were playing with the food. I swear as if the Chiefs always we chilling, we vibing, we ain't tripping about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing. Go Fritz Montana on it. We ain't worried about nothing. No. You can't do that every week. You're about to get the best shot out of every team you play. You're about to play Cincinnati at home. It doesn't matter that I think you should win by uber amounts of points. You should win by at least 14 points. But it don't matter. You got to do it. And if you think that them Bengals, who came off an embarrassing loss to the Patriots at home, don't even know who your quarterback's what's up with his wrist. Joe Burrow's been having issues with his wrist. You remember he had the wrist injury last year. Like he's having some issues going on, and they trying to keep that on the wraps. They're trying to keep that on the wraps. I think it's more than what they lead to. But Chiefs, man, that's just how it is. When you trying to three-peat, do something that ain't nobody else done in history, and you saw that they got another addition in Xavier Worthy. How are you going to guard this Chiefs offense? This is almost Madden type shit. You got a guy in Xavier Worthy that can take the top off, open up everything underneath, especially that middle. Y'all saw that game where Rasheed Rice was beating up the middle like his name was Mr. Marcus. That man had full Timbos on and a fitted cap on. Beating up that middle. That Ravens defense had no chance. Or did they miss Patrick Queen? Who else is a middle beater upper? That man, Travis Kelce. He knows, hey, that's what you get when you have Xavier Worthy taking off the top. I ain't even mentioned that Marquise Brown could do the same thing. He didn't even play. My goodness. How are you going to guard this offense now? Jalen Watson, he can get all that underneath stuff. I mean, my goodness. Watch Pacheco start getting going. Oh my goodness, how are you going to guard this offense? You got to be honest now. Your safety's got to get back because you don't want those 80-yard bombs going over your head to Worthy or Brown. So when your safeties are get back, you got your linebackers in coverage. Oh, Kelsey's having a field day. Rasheed Rice, Mr. Marcus got his cap on and his Timbos on. Whose middle am I ready to beat up? Come on. Just re-sign your backup tight end, Noah Gray. He's going to get more acclimated to this offense. How do you beat this Chiefs? Y'all saw how Chris Jones was wreaking havoc. He was damn near in the backfield. He probably knew the damn play before. Oh yeah, counter, I'm right there. Sweep, I'm right there. Draw, I'm right there. He was all over the place. Leo Chanel was all over the place. Chiefs defense. Only reason why they didn't look elite is because there were some times where they were on the field in such a quick notice because the offense wasn't sustaining their drives all the way. It was bullshitting a little bit on offense. But that's the crazy thing is when you can bullshit on offense and you take down one of the better teams as if nothing had happened. Just saying, Chiefs look damn good. We'll revisit this every Tuesday, at least the power rankings, because it'll be week to week. It'll go up, it'll go down, and then we'll probably check in on our top 5 coaches list. Matter of fact, I am going to readjust that, so I will put Mike McCarthy at 5, John McDermott at 4, Nick Sirianni at 3, Dennis Allen at 2, and Robert Saleh at 1. So I'm gonna write that down, and I'm gonna remix this every week. So, hey man, appreciate everybody tapping in with your boy. One more day. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get this get more consistent with the late night owl show. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursdays, tap in with myself and Bobby G. We got the I.O.W Thursday prime post-game reaction show. We'll be take a look at Thursday's night games and talk about that. But yeah, man, appreciate the love, the support. Going down there at the bottom of your screen where all the I.O.W sports info is at. If I hit the right button, boom, right there. I.O.W Sports Network, all the information you need to know right there. And then, of course, if you want to tap in with me personally, go ahead and go to KC Wildcard Mar over on the Twitter. Chop it up. Man, Twitter is not a real place. It's nuts over there. Anyway, hey, man, I will see y'all tomorrow. And I will have my black ass on time. All right. I was about like an hour and some change behind than what I normally do. But come on, y'all. But that's why I rock with y'all. Because y'all know me. I'm going to be on CP time like a month. I'm going to be late to my own funeral. For real. Hey, man. Let me get up out of here, man, because I know I'm talking crazy, so it must mean it's bad time. Hey, man, enjoy the rest of your now Wednesday morning, and I will see y'all later tonight. Until then, it's been real. Your boy, Wildcard Mar. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.
Yeah. Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wildcard Mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo, let's go. Man, you don't wanna start.